How we doing, folks? Welcome back to the Nightmare Cabin. Got an album review for you. And yeah, lately I've been listening to the new album from Sylosis. Is the camera really picking that up? It's a dark front cover, but this is a sign of things to come. And let's quickly show you the... I think that ever since this vinyl resurgence has come along, I think they're putting all the effort into the vinyl now. I think CDs are starting to take a back seat slightly, but not a bad thing or a good thing, really. Just an observation. So yeah, I've been following Sylosis since their 2007 EP, The Supreme Oppressor, and yeah, just had to look that up, and I'm feeling pretty old. They were a 5-piece back then. Is it? What's the guy's? I forget the guy's name. He went on to do Heart of a Coward. He went on to do another band, and now he runs Unique Leader Records. Jamie something, but I've got to look it up now because it's gonna Jamie Graham. There you go. Yeah, I saw that lineup as well. I saw the band opening for Testament in London. I think that would have been not long after the first album came out, Conclusion of an Age. And then I've seen them once or twice now with Josh on vocals. Josh was the guitarist. Well, looks like he's the only original member now, Josh Middleton. Yeah, in fact, I interviewed Josh backstage at a gig in the Colchester Arts Centre when they were on tour with Decapitated. I'm not sure when that was exactly, but I lost track of the tours. But yeah, I think Sylosis have become one of the bands from the recent generations in the last decade or a bit longer than that now. But they've really put together a strong back catalogue, and I think they are one of our best metal bands that are making music now, that are forming now. We can say Iron Maiden and all the rest of it, but yeah, so say this was 2007, this was the first proper release, then 2008, so yeah, it's coming about 15 years or so. We've got a real strong back catalogue coming here. I think Monolith is one of the best metal albums to come out of this country in recent times. I think that album sits up there with any of your favourite classic album, and I think it should have it should get more press than what it should. When you think of like albums like The Blackening by Machine Head, the amount of press that gets, the amount of praise it gets, I think Monolith stands up with either of them. The later albums from Mastodon, etc. All classic albums. I'm not saying anything, but I think Sylosis are releasing material that's good enough. It matches with those bands, and this is a continuation of that. One thing I have noticed is that Sylosis albums in the beginning were either an hour or over an hour long. Conclusion of an Age, I believe, was an hour. The Ends of the Earth, the titles now. Yeah, Conclusions of an Age, that was 59 minutes. Edge of the Earth was an hour and 12 minutes. Monolith again, an hour and 12 minutes. Dormant Heart, just under an hour, 59 minutes. And then the band's last album in 2020 was 50 minutes. So we've got a massive reduction there by 20 minutes. And then this album is 43 minutes. So as much as I've respect and liked Sylosis, I did often feel sometimes they were guilty of over-egging the pudding. And I thought they could get a little too widdly-widdly for their own good at times. And I did think this is really good stuff, but yeah, these albums could be trimmed down. And it seems like the band have, maybe it's the producer, I don't know, but someone somewhere has told the band this and they've listened. And this is all the better for it. Like I say, I think Monolith is a masterpiece. And yeah, Sylosis on a bad day is still pretty good. Let's go for the tracks then. Opening track, Deadwood. It sets things off nicely, sets the proceedings going. It's a nice, freshy beginning at of the song. It goes into like a bit of a groovy verse and then sort of like a big bouncy chorus. The second verse kicks in with a nice blast beat, so we're back to fresh and again, and then it goes round again. Good opener, sets the tone. Fantastic solo, real sort of fret skipping, kind of solo. The second track, the title track, real slow groover of a song, real dark and brooding. A really good single, I think, this one. This is the song that you're going to hear and it's going to stick in your head. Really good lyrics as well. Poison for the Lost, another good one. Good big chorus followed by like a real good sort of chugging riff. So the first 4 songs, it's like, yeah, business as usual. Where this album lets you in slowly, and then Descent is when things really start taking a turn. It's like, right, this is where we're starting having things thrown at you that are a little bit different. So Descent is a real awesome song, real chuggy and bouncy in places, but it's got a fantastic chorus, fantastic vocals, and there was even a little clip posted on the band's Facebook page of Josh recording the vocals for this, and he's got this fantastic chorus. When it feels like the walls are closing in, way they are, and the way and it's too late to see it, and he does this brilliant thing where because so often, especially in modern metal bands, you have to do the screaming with the clean vocals. It's really hard to switch between the two. The technique, you can look up technique videos now on YouTube, but you didn't have that luxury at the time, like 10, 15 years ago. But Josh seems to combine the two really nice. He kind of has this melodic, clean scream as he sings, but it's a really catchy chorus and really well done. But was this no? Yeah, I think this is one of the standout songs for me. Is Absent. This is a real beautiful, dark, sort of brooding song. And it's just like a little bit of bass, a little bit of subtle guitars, but it's mainly just sort of kind of keyboard, not keyboards, but there's kind of like a film score. It's got like a nice, and it's just Josh singing. It's a real cool song, real dark and broody. See if I could quickly find the lyrics. It's like, yeah, I am no saint, I have no virtue, but it's feel I forget it now. It's so dark I can't tell God from the devil. Brilliant song, and then but which I've just butchered, but goes through the chorus twice and then just bang, just explodes. And again, if a band like Machine Head put this song out, it'd be huge. They'd be playing it at download and everyone would have tears in their eyes. Yet Sylosis just don't get me wrong, they're not doing bad, but they should be a lot bigger than what they are. And hopefully this album, sends them on their way. But I feel the songs on this album, if they were done by bigger bands, they would probably be appreciated more, and there's an injustice on that. But yeah, Absent kicks in heavy as fuck, really emotional, and a beautiful solo on there as well. Eye for an Eye is a good sort of thrasher, kind of like a palate cleanser after Absent, and I like the little subtle melody in the background of the chorus as well. It's like a dun, 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 dun. I can't really remember it now, but as the chorus goes through, it's just like this little ding 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 in the background. But Judas is a good song. Thorns is a highlight for me as well. The second from last track, kind of in the same way of Absent. It's kind of dark and brooding, sort of builds up and climaxes, but great melodic chorus in that as well. Great vocals, as I mentioned earlier. And real sort of epic climatic solo session in there. I'm talking, The Unforgiven by Metallica, sort of real guitar solo while standing on a mountain sort of stuff. And then A Godless Throne is a nice, good, heavy track, which kind of has like a kind of ambient sort of outro. It just brings the album to a close nicely. But yeah, I'm really happy with this album. I think it's a great, fantastic addition to a fantastic back catalogue. And how many albums have they got now? They must have 5 or 6. Let's have a quick. They had a couple of EPs under their belt as well beforehand, but then we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 albums. Yeah, we're 6 albums deep now. They're well established, and I think Sylosis, it's about time they became a proper headlining act in some proper big venues. And it's the audiences, it's the metal audiences need to get their shit together and start supporting good bands. So, sorry for the dark artwork, but I have got a little lamp here, but batteries run out on it. But yeah, Sylosis, go check them out. If you've slept on the band, get on it. You've got a fantastic catalogue to catch up on. This is as good a place to start as any. End of the Earth is probably where most people would say, but I really, really like Monolith. So, yeah, awesome album. And more reviews to come. Thanks for watching. If you got this far, give us one of them. If you know Sylosis, share this review with them. I want to get them on as an interview. And yeah, Sylosis retrospective, do you want it? If so, put it in the comment and I'll get round to it eventually. Thanks a lot all. Take care.